But see what he just did.
Yeah, he came to
See what
me.
he just did? He
Yep.
turned to you?
Yes, he did.
So that's good. So go ahead and since he's turning to you, come over here. Because he wants to go to you. So if he remembers to go to you, Rigby. Thank you, Rigby.
Buddy boy. Yeah.
So like
it.
when he comes to you, even though you're just
That's
playing
it.
cameraman at the moment, if he comes to you, good. Now let's go.
That's it. Good boy.
Because the whole goal is if he turns away from something and goes to you, then you want to be able to walk away. But now he's able to sit and watch and see, oh, is this bad? So go ahead and back up a little bit just to get the whole body language. Hold on, Norma, don't lead him anywhere else because right now he's just watching. He'll want to get water in a minute, but we want to make sure that because he's observing and he's seeking. He's trying to figure everything out. Once he knows that nothing else is going on, now he loosens up. Now he'll go get water. We can guide him to it, like we'll hang out here because we obviously know he needs water. But if he starts looking for something, I just keep the leash where it's at. Like he went over to Eric. Thank you, Rigby.
Good boy.
See, now his body language is a lot looser.
Yeah, that's really good.
What I actually want to do, I was going to go that way. But the beauty of the dog parks is most of the dogs that go to the water are relaxed. They're not going to pay attention to new dogs. Anything by an entrance, the dogs are going to rush because they know that dog's coming in. So I avoid that. That's why I always come out and I walk around the dog park first with my groups. Okay, we're not going to go there just yet because here comes, he's trying to load up. Or get in quickly. Or not quickly, but he's trying to get to the entrance. Thank you, Rigby. So what we can do is we'll wait for this car to go by too. And we'll, so there's an entrance right not far from where that guy is standing, where the guy pulled in. And there's this entrance here. There's one way over there, and there's one off to the side over here. What I like to do is walk to the water fountain over there. Or depending on how nervous my dog is, like he's doing a lot better and he's watching. Obviously everybody here has one thing in common, dog.
Yes.
So when his ears go back and forth?
He's watching but he's listening.
Okay.
So like if he's going, so he's looking forward, what you can always test is Rigby. And if one of them, whatever side, Rigby, damn it, he keeps moving right when I go to say it. Rigby, thank you. That's better than I was expecting. I was expecting one ear. Just the left ear, whatever side I'm on.
Not turning to you.
If that ear turns to you, he's still able to pay attention. We won't go anywhere because we're not high priority. But that means he's taking in his whole surrounding. And because we're not putting pressure on the leash, he knows that's one thing he doesn't have to focus on. A lot of dogs will anticipate the yanking and the pulling and the calling back. That if it doesn't happen, then he knows it's one less pressure on him. Thank you, Rigby. All right, so they moved in. I don't know what she's doing. We can walk. Let's go, because who knows if that dog's on a leash.
Okay.
You can leave that out, and then just close your thing. You want to go see? Thank you. So I'm going to try and do a prediction. I actually think we can I'm going to go around that Volkswagen and go along the fence, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to, he can meet a dog. I'm pretty sure. Not like that German Shepherd in the first video. That was a little too much.
Well, like I said, I couldn't believe that nothing happened.
Because he looks at me and goes, oh my god, life is perfect, yay! I don't have anything to worry about. Never mind, I let that dog come up to him on accident. They came over quick.
Well, normally he's probably so surprised that there was a dog there.
I think is what it was. Here's another thing to keep in mind too. If you're walking, you got this major distraction. Hold on, we're gonna go over here. Rigby. If you see another major distraction, and he decides he wants to go on the opposite side of you, he probably doesn't want to go. Thank you, Rigby.
That was super good.
Yeah.
And just acknowledge the good behaviors. Now it's all about the smell. But this is all socializing too. Good job.
You're better now?
Are you ready? I know, I saw him. Let's go this way. So I'll always, and again, you want to guide where you want to go. Watch out for the cart too. Thank you, Rigby.
Yep.
Stop. Again, go for holes, distraction. Rigby. Thank you, Rigby. Now he's also deciding what else he wants to do.
Yeah.
And I always have to watch out because, again, that's the gate to the dog park and it comes out here. And not if the dogs are in here being social, why should they be on leash, right? If they trust their dogs, why put them on leash? Did you drop that or did you eat it? Thank you, Rigby. Good boy, you ready? Because he's whining and interested, I don't want to go just yet. Thank you, Rigby. You want to go potty? So he's high stimulated right now. So that's why we go out and go to the bathroom. So he may think that's the goal, but it's not really. It is. And now the husky's watching him. But if I let him pull, it'll be a bad interaction. So now he's using all of his senses. See that, how he looks around?
I would say he's like kind of like leaning and trying to...
Rigby. Oh, it didn't have to. Thank you, Rigby. Doesn't have to have the cookie, but if he doesn't take the cookie when he has been, it is overstimulation. But he's still able to look around, see the Goldens. He can decide, this is the point in time where he's going to decide if it's worth going into, if it's too tiring or exhausting, but this is also where you can get your reactivity. Thank you, Rigby.
Yeah, they're far enough away.
But he's able to see his thing right now. What he's doing is he's trying to take in the environment by smelling and sniffing, which is great. Especially being he's such a watching dog. He looks and acts out, right?
Yeah.
So what I want to make sure that is he can see how the so I want him to be able to see the other dogs too. So we'll go over and say hi real quick just so we can go smell. Rigby.
Actually not. He's not pulling, which is...
Ready? But he can move away.
Yeah, being with open space, I guess he has that option, right?
Yes. It gives you a chance to think. Like, we're always trying to keep the dogs here, don't pull or, do all this other stuff. When we actually give them room, they can make better decisions. Thank you, Rigby. And this is overstimulating for a moment, and we are kind of setting him up to fail because he knows this is here. He's watching the dogs go run. Rigby. What I want to do is I want him to come back, and I'm actually getting him hyperstimulated. And he sees that lab looking at him, and that's what he's focusing on right now. Thank you, Rigby. So what I'm going to do now is maybe. What I'm going to do is let out the leash first, because I know he's already focused on that, and he's doing good. I'm going to go let him go. The lab came over to say hi. I see him, Rigby. So I stop. I don't want him to think that I'm going to do anything. See how his body language totally changed right now?
Yeah.
I still got to watch for this. That's moving, the tip of his nose is moving, and he can look around.
Yeah, the nose is going crazy.
Exactly. So he went from watching and focusing on that lab. How that drops, the ears. Now he's perking up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now, because there is no dogs here, see now he kind of loosens up a little bit. Oh, do you like them? I'm going to run over to the grass when that other dog leaves. Thank you, Rigby.
Oh, does he like you?
He likes you. So what I'm going to do now is those dogs have a sense over there. So now he's smelling for the dog. Ready? Let's go. Thank you, Rigby. Now we can socialize without socializing. Is he pretty? I heard that. He's okay.
No, I know.
Thank you, Rigby. So what we're gonna do now? Let him watch. Yeah.
Yeah, the ridges are.
This is stiff, but this is stiffening. That. Ears are going forward. The nose isn't moving. The eyes aren't moving. I hold here because I don't want this clip to get any worse. Is he pretty, Rigby? Thank you. But I got a little bit of an eye contact to the side.
Yeah, he kind of gave you a good look.
He realized it's not worth it. Now look at all of his posturing. Turning,
Oh, come
all
on.
gone. Tail is able to be loosened. This little half, like this half is able to twitch more. Good job. Rigby.
Oh,
Thank you, Rigby. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Ready? Come on. Oh, good job, good job. Good job, good job. Am I going to annoy you? Hold on, stop. Oh, ready? But see, he's excited. He thinks he has to redirect. But I want it to redirect onto me. Rigby. The backup's fine. This is all new. We're all learning different stuff. But I'm going to be consistent in what I've been asking. I can walk myself up here. See, now the tail's moving more. He's able to look around. Thank you. So now we can go back in time, go back and get water. It's all hyperstimulating for him. Ready?
Yeah, ready?
Let's go. Oh, good job. Here, oh, good job. That was so good. Now go ahead and comfort him, and you can kind of like, you can be a little excited on this one because he did do a good job, and he is in a good mood, and he is in a play. Before we ran, I made sure he was focused on us actually doing it instead of just like, oh, we gotta leave.
Yeah.
I wanted him to, if he was stressed, bad stress, I wanted that to drop and plateau. And then we can go over and walk away. Now he's watching everybody else play. Ready? And now what we do is we always say, let's go get water. And see, you can walk with us.
Yeah.
He's not trying to get to the dog park.
Yeah.
Good job, Rigby. See how big his mouth is?
Yeah.
And the top? He needs water. And he's walking straight to the car,
Yeah.
not that way.
Yeah, he's not trying to go there, even though he's looking.
Good boy. Rigby, I'll get some water. But another thing too, because we've been here and you want to load up? We can give him the option of going in too. Here, go ahead. It's too new of a vehicle for me. I'm used to handles.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this button stuff. Ready? Rigby, you want to go? We give him an option to calm down. Oops, sorry.
There you go.
Oh, you want the cookie? Now you want my cookie. Thank you. Good job. I see him.
He's like,
What more? Is there more?
Yeah.
I got more friends I can meet. So go ahead and get some water. Good job. So we're here to, this is comfort and console situation. This is home away from home. You always want to make sure you have a safe spot and you come back and forth to it. Tail's still wagging, but see how big the mouth is? These double lines right here, when he opens them, how far out his tongue is. Those are all very important stress indicators. So even though he's like, oh my God, I want to go play. Oh my God, I want to go play. I like it. I don't like it. I love it. I don't like it. Oh, I'm going to kill it. When he gets away from it, that's when the mind finally has calmed down and the body's caught up. And the body's saying, I'm exhausted. Thank you. But he's still able to take the treats, which is important. For a minute, he wouldn't. I'm not saying like he has to take a treat every single time, but it's a good indicator to say, yeah, if you're not going to take a treat right now, something else is overstimulating.
Yep.
Here's a plug. Again, I hold the leash here. This is very important for when you get a dog that's really reactive. If they feel this, they're going to act out.
okay, bye.
If they're looking forward and so focused on the thing, and if like you even you're putting the tension like that. He does that. I just hold it. He understands he's doing this. But if I was to pull backwards, his body's gonna go forward, and I'm not going to because there's a smaller dog that I want him to understand that the dog has no interest in him. Thank you, Rigby. So we can sit and watch.
Oh, thank
No,
you,
it's
buddy.
too stimulating. When we're in a minute, we're gonna
Thank you, buddy. Yes.
Thank you, Rigby.
No water?
No, he's gonna wait for all the stimulation to go away. All right, so we'll go ahead and put him away from it. Let him drink. No, go ahead and pause that or stop it actually.
Yep.